All right, peace and blessings, everybody. Sunday, April the 8th, 2018. I want to share a letter I got back from P.F. LAZOR. We wrote him a letter in prison. He's been in prison for over 35 years. To be honest with you, I simply cannot remember who told me about him. I think it was somebody sent me an email with him about him. Probably was somebody associated with Pat Shannon, but I get so many emails, I have a hard time remembering, and I apologize. But somebody did send me an email about this man, and I wrote him a letter, and he did write back. He was known as the Buddy Holly Jr. to audiences across the world until 1983. He claims that he's in California's most violent prisons over 35 years because of crimes committed against him by 2 corrupt prosecutors and a few bad cops. So he's now on the Year of Jubilee website. If you go to list of other prisoners, he's in alphabetical order, P.F. LAZOR. He's got his prison address in Soledad, California. We've put up his website, free-lazor.org, as well as his Facebook page, free.lazor, facebook.com, free.lazor. This is his website. Looks like somebody's collected a lot of information about him. And then also this is his Facebook page. So I don't know if we can hear any of his songs or not, but if you want to visit his main website or his Facebook site, feel free to do so. Here is a typical letter that I send. I don't know if this is exactly the same letter I sent to P.F. Free LAZOR, but it's probably close. Here's the kind of questions that I ask somebody when I first start communicating with them. I introduce myself as running a small Christian ministry at yearofjubilee.com. I say, are you a Bible-believing follower of the Lord Jesus Christ? Do you have a King James Bible? If not, would you like one? What is your birthday? What is your arrest date? How long have you been in prison? What are your charges? Do you maintain your innocence? Do you have a support system, and how can people learn about your story? Would you care to call me and have your voice be published online to tell your story? Do you have access to Corlink's email? What do you need? How can people help you? A mutual friend says you are an innocent Christian political prisoner. Do you agree with that? Please note I record all prisoner phone calls. I advocate for the unjustly incarcerated. My phone number is, I give my phone number and then my email address and then my P.O. box so they can write back. Well, today I went to the P.O. box because I was in San Antonio yesterday, and I did get a letter right there from P.F. Free LAZOR. I guess he calls himself Free now, Free LAZOR. In Soledad, California, state prison generated mail. It's written to Rudy and Aaron Davis. He's even got his own letterhead. I noticed he's got this A4-103. Do I have that? I wonder if I need that. Looks like he puts a dash here, so I probably should put a dash here. He's got P.O. Box 1050, and he's got A4-103, so I probably should do the same thing, don't you think? A4-103. Whoops. I'll try to keep my prison addresses up to date. So I can tell you right now, I have not read this. The reason I haven't really read it is because I saw that the handwriting was so bad that it's going to take me a lot of time. So I thought I would read it on camera, and maybe you guys can help me out in the comments section if you can make it out. But let me zoom in as much as I can, maybe to 200%, and let's try to read this together. Okay, he wrote it on April the 3rd, so that's only, 5 days ago. Rudy and Aaron, greetings, Rudy. Was so glad to receive your hopeful letter today. Forgive my atrocious handwriting. It can't be helped. Brain damage, TBI. What's TBI? I always thought TBI was throttle body injection. Traumatic brain injury. That must be what it stands for. Okay, yeah. Okay, so he's got traumatic brain injury. I'm very sorry to hear that. In 2011, compliments of CDC staff. CDC would be Criminal Division, Corrections Division Criminal? I don't know. So I guess the staff at the prison busted his head open. Now he's going to respond to my questions that I sent him. Yes, I believe in the Bible and our Savior. I call Yeshua our Messiah. Okay, a lot of people do that. I don't call Jesus Yeshua, but if somebody else does, that's between them and Jesus. But everybody's got to answer for themselves, right? So okay, so he says he believes in the Bible. That's a good sign, and he calls Jesus Yeshua our Messiah. Number 2, I have a KJV and other Bibles. Okay, that's good. Number 3, I hope you understand, but I am way too shy about every something out of my something or even age. What do you think that word is right there? I hope you understand, but I am way too shy about ever going out my... Man, I'm having a hard time here, folks. Let's zoom in really a lot. I hope you understand, but I am way too shy about ever going out my, I can't read it, DOB, date of birth, or even, oh, okay, date of, he doesn't want to give his age. Okay, let's go back to 200%. All right. Okay, so he doesn't want to give his date of, that's fine. It's interesting to know how old people are, right? I mean, I wasn't wanting him to put out any private information, but I think other people didn't want to give their birthday or age either, you know. Although both have been breached, I think it means breached online a few times, despite my efforts to counter that. Please, I was a celebrity. Plus, I was a celebrity, so I'm sure that info is well out there, though I couldn't help it. It was not me. Suffice it to say, I've been in prison 35 years. I came in my 20s. So he's at least 55 years old, right? He was arrested on January the 10th, 1983. He was convicted on September the 1st, 1983. And he was sentenced to prison on September the 28th, 1983. And then he says conviction. Second-degree murder, acquitted of first-degree murder. Now, I must be remembering something wrong here. I thought he was convicted of, like, child molestation. Am I remembering wrong here? Hold on. PF LAZOR. Let's see. There is a American Free Press article. You guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says Miscarriage of Justice. This article is about PF Free LAZOR. I could be confusing him with somebody else. The suit alleged that from one of the 12 jurors that convicted LAZOR in 1983 slept nearly every day of the trial and did not hear enough evidence to render a good faith. LAZOR claims he is innocent. Okay, I think this may be the case of somebody threatening PF LAZOR and he shot himself in self-defense. He shot the man in self-defense. Maybe I'm thinking of another gentleman. There was 3 gentlemen that were recommended. I do apologize. It's very difficult to keep track. So it appears that he was convicted of second-degree murder, acquitted of first-degree murder. So he was probably trying to defend himself, and they got him for murder. He says, I am innocent of my crime. I am innocent of any crime. I shot a man in my home in self-defense. Wow. Police exploited killing him. Police something. What is that word? I don't, I'm going to have to, sorry if I'm so slow. Hold on. Police EX, you guys gonna have to tell me, man. That's a difficult. Exploited, expedited. Police something killing him. I called them for help. 7, support system. Yes, but greatly dwindled. I'm not very effective or efficient. Learn all about my case and my life history at freelazor.org, which I showed you guys. That would be this website here, right? And hold on, if we go, oh, my goodness, my, hold on. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. Okay, here's his Facebook page right here. It's got all kinds of pictures and comments from people. It looks like they're updating his parole board decisions. So let's go back to the letter. So he says you can keep up with his case and his life history at Free LAZOR and Facebook page. I'd love to call you and have my voice online to tell my story. That would make my year. Okay, great. Well, we'll see if we get a call from him. Maybe I'll put some money on his commissary. Number 9, no core links and no email in California prisons, period. Okay, he has no email. All right. Number 10, I asked him if he needs anything. They never end. His needs never end, but I don't like to ask people to who I'd become a burden. We can answer those more soon, I hope. Yes, I am innocent political prisoner. My big difference is I can prove it absolutely beyond debate or rebuttal. I have. 12, I told him that my calls are recorded, and he said I like that. So when he calls me, I'm not going to have to remind him that I record my calls. He already knows it, right, from the letter that I wrote. I will try to phone you, but California has oppressive phone call system, and I doubt I'll get through without I can't read the word, man. Jumping through a few hoops on your end. If you're willing and will explain next letter. Thank you for him. I might have to send in a phone bill or something, or that's fine. I got some phone bills. I might even have to give a local number to the California prison so he don't have to pay so much money. Thank you for your willingness to help and your interest. May our Father bless you and you're free. That's my name. Okay, so he's going to call himself Free. That's fine. All right. Well, that's Free LAZOR. I don't know if I should call him PF Free LAZOR or just Free LAZOR. He wants to be called Free, though. Even his envelope, he puts Free LAZOR right up here. Free LAZOR, right? So that's his picture when he was a young man. And I'll try to learn more about his case. I did read some articles, and I do apologize. I just cannot keep up with everybody's case. It'll sink in eventually, and I'll eventually remember all the details about what he's been accused of and what his position is. But it takes time. But there's a lot of people that say this man was innocent and that he was simply defending his own home and that somebody broke into his home. I mean, if you shoot somebody breaking into your home, I don't think you should go to prison. I would be interested to see how they twisted the truth, because the reason we should study this man, if somebody breaks into your home, they might try to throw you or me in prison. And how did they do it to them? And if we learn how they did it to him, it could be good for us to know that. Not only that, but if he claims to be a brother in the Lord, and I believe that he is, we should be writing to him and encouraging him. So whoever you are that recommended I write him a letter, I want to thank you. And he did write me back, and I now have him on the website. And we'll try to learn more about him as we go forward. And I pray that if he's 55 years old, I pray that others who also hear my voice will take the time to write him a letter and encourage him. And that's his prison address right there. And so thank you for your time, and God bless.